Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. We are going to check what are the messages that we are getting now for the collective. But first of all, a reminder, this is a group reading, so please don't take on you what is not yours, right? You are already supposed to know what we are talking about. I'm just here to give you more information about the situation, give you some kind of confirmation, maybe some kind of advice, something like that. If I am talking about masculine or feminine, I am not especially talking about the gender. I am talking about the energy from where someone is operating, so please take it in consideration too. And apply it however it applies to you and your story. And this can be past, present, or future. So we have mixed signals, push and pull. I love it. Mixed signals and push and pull. Yeah, you are insisting on the fact that it is mixed signal, but we get a little bit more information somehow, maybe. It's not just confusing, it's hot and cold. And apparently it's more cold than hot. Cold shoulder. We have supportive circle here. Unexpected news. What else should we know here? Trust in process. Smoke and mirrors. Again, we had the smoke and mirrors already. Ooh, love triangle. Okay, it becomes very clear. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's take one more. New perspective. Okay, this is what we have here. So, kind of feels here that somebody, I love to see as the last card the new perspective. If you don't know, the position of the card is important, right? For me it's related to the numerologic cycle. So ending with this new perspective, it's good because it is someone who is ending a cycle with something new, not stuck in the past, but seeing things in a different way. So I absolutely love it. And it seems like someone here is helping this person to see things from a new perspective. It can be you. I wouldn't be surprised that it's you, because very often this is what we as the collective are doing in other people's lives. This is why also we get a lot of backlash, because we are very authentic. We live in an authentic way. We are not participating into the games and the fake and all of those things. And very often, as we want to elevate ourselves, we also somehow want to elevate people around us out of love, out of being in a better world, right? And so here I kind of feel that you might have helped someone see something different. They might have been maybe in a push and pull with you. Second position, so this might be related to you. When I see the love triangle here, it might be that you have been put in a situation where you were third party. This is how we say that? I never know how we say that. Third wheel, third party, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be, for example, if the family of this person is very much involved in things that they shouldn't be involved in. So yes, we have here love triangle, so a hidden emotional entanglement is present, but as said, it doesn't have to be especially a relationship, right? It can truly be, a friend that is giving unsolicited advice because they have a hidden agenda. But I kind of feel here that You might have felt the push and pull in this connection, so you might have said something maybe. You might have decided, you know what, I'm not dealing with mixed signals, push and pull, I'm not interested. You prefer to take care of yourself. Maybe doing so, you might have found your soul family, it can be. Unexpected news, we are going to check what is this unexpected news. I kind of feel that this might not be for you, it might be for this person, because we have someone here with a new perspective, so they are seeing things differently. Why? Why? Maybe because you left, maybe because they got some news and maybe they understood that they have been fooled, maybe by this person who was intervening in this relationship. We might be talking also about their circle, that they thought that it was supportive, but in fact it was not. It was not. But you seems to be in an energy here where you trust the process, you are in alignment. The smoke and mirrors is very important. It is in the 7th place, so it is in the place of spirituality, healing, elevation. So maybe somebody is awakening from living in some kind of illusion, delusion, being confused, false beliefs, maybe understanding that they gave too much importance to some people regarding their own life. But as said, I love to see this new perspective. What is written on this card is someone helps you see things from a new perspective. You understand why I think that you might have had some kind of influence here. So let's get into it. Let's get a little bit more information. Wait, you know what? I want to check this unexpected news here. I want to know a little bit more information about it. Let's see what's going on here with the unexpected news. Can you please tell me something here regarding this unexpected news? Okay, very interesting. First of all, you might be a Scorpio, right? Doesn't have to be, but the Scorpio represents, is associated to the Death card in the Tarot. It is associated to an ending for a new beginning, right? So maybe you taking distance was an unexpected news. Maybe something else coming to an end was an unexpected news. And this might have created the change in this person, being able to see that there were people here that were not supposed to be here, that they were confused maybe by all those people, but at the end of the day, it's their own responsibility, right? To be focused and know what they want and all those kind of things. But okay, so this unexpected news, it is about an ending. Again, listen, 8th house, house of death and transformation. Maybe it's somebody's ending that came into their life, right? The 8 is in reverse, so considering that we have the Scorpio here and the 8th house, exactly the same energy. Scorpio is the 8th house, the 8th house is Scorpio. So it's the same. It's exactly the same. So I kind of feel here that there was some kind of ending, right? We are at midway here. There was some kind of ending. This is the unexpected news. As said, it can be the ending of a relationship. It can be also the ending of someone. Sometimes this truly creates a reaction in someone, some kind of awakening that, you know, life is short, or maybe the person from above is talking to them, giving them information, awakening them. So let's see, what should we know about this whole situation here? Tower. We are starting, we had here the Death card, we have the Tower. We are getting into it very, very strong here. Listen, I am also very much attracted to those two cards, okay? So it kind of feels to me that we are talking here about someone who is by themselves confused. And this is why in their relationships they bring confusion. But it all starts with them. They are the one that are confusing, but they might even not realize it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. And so maybe they might not understand why at the end of the day people distance themselves from this person. But it is because they are not clear. They are not clear. Because it's truly interesting here how we have the same energy coming over and over again. In number one, which is you with yourself. So it kind of seems like the person doesn't even know what they want. They are confusing themselves. And so this is what they bring into their relationships. Because they are unstable, so what they bring is instability. And it kind of feels here that their stability, they find it in their circle. This is where their stability relies. Friends, family, all those things, which, yes, it might be part of your stability and it's great. But you know what? If you are truly stable there, so why even bring anything else? If all your stability is there, if you don't know what you want. Understood? Okay, so starting with the Tower, we are starting very, very strongly here. Yeah, this person might be in a state of shock right now. They are very much surprised. They are surprised because you didn't fight for them, you didn't compete for them, you just saw what was going on. You are someone who is totally in self-trust. So you trusted your own process. If here it doesn't feel good, if it's cold, if it's unstable, if it's confusing, unclear, I don't need that. I trust the process of my life. I trust myself. I trust the highest. I trust my direction. I don't need that. So if something happens here, no good, I don't feel good here, I don't feel safe here, you don't even fight. You just see what's going on. Maybe you felt that there were a lot of illusions presented to you, right? But the fact that you didn't fight, that you didn't compete, is creating a tower in someone's world. Like maybe they are used to have people fight for them. Maybe. Yeah. And this brings them also. The Wheel of Fortune here is in reverse. I kind of feel that this person here is somehow pushed in the dark night of the soul. Why I'm saying that? Because the fact that you don't compete for them, fight for them, whatever it may be, when they were not very clear in the relationship, so it's not like a perfect relationship, right? So I kind of feel that, as said, maybe you are dealing here with someone who's used to have people running after them, competing for them. So they might be kind of ego-driven. right? When someone mixed signals, push and pull, I kind of feel the avoidance. Someone who is trying to protect their own heart space. And so when they feel they lose you, so they are all warm and love bombing. And when you are there, they are just retracting because suddenly they might feel attached and they are afraid of that, right? So I kind of feel that we have someone here who is trying to protect their heart, so they might be operating from their ego. The ego is truly driving them. And so when I see this wheel of fortune in reverse after this tower, I kind of feel that this person has received like a serious clash in their ego, and they might be dealing with a dark night of the soul. We also have the Scorpio here twice. The 8th house is in reverse, so they might be in the down spiral right now. Meaning that they just feel that their ego is crushed, so they are in shame or in anger, frustration, resentment. I don't feel yet that there is healing happening here. Maybe we will see that there is, but right now what I feel, it's not. It's not. Let's continue. Let's see what else should we know here. Yeah, they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to leave, and they are stuck in overthinking right now. They don't understand. They are confused. They are supposed to be used to that. I'm sorry, but yeah. And they might be overthinking right now, and things don't go well in their life, right? 5 of Swords, they cannot find any explanation why they did what they did. They don't understand. I kind of feel that this person needs to get some kind of help. Kind of feel that we are dealing here with someone who might not be healing. They never went to a psychologist, to a therapist, and they don't understand what is going on. You know, I kind of feel here that we might be dealing with a person who was used to have people fight for them. And so they were always jumping from one person to the other, mixing the signals because it's more comfortable for them, because they don't want anyone to get close to their hearts. They are very much protective of themselves because they are unhealed and they carry a wound that might be from 10 years, 20 years, 30 years that they never overcame. And so they are operating from this wounded place where they want to protect their heart. So they are avoidant. So they want the relationship, but they don't want the relationship. Like they want the relationship, but they don't want their heart to be hurt. And so this always operates. Once the relationship is good and stable, they cannot be there because it's scary for them, right? I'm attracted now to this supportive circle and this unexpected news. Yes, I think that there is this element of you deciding to give the cold shoulder and simply get out of this situation because you understand here that there is powers intervening in this relationship that shouldn't be there. But I kind of feel also that they understand that their supportive circle might not be so supportive, or that they trusted someone, gave authority to someone that they shouldn't give authority to. It doesn't mean that this person is especially bad intentioned. It might be, but it might also simply be that, you know, when it's with your private matters, you shouldn't involve any third party, because an external person has nothing to do in your connection. And if you bring someone, so it better be someone truly neutral and that helps you get to the answers that you need. But it kind of feel here that it's not what this person did, and now they are overthinking. They cannot think about anything else. I kind of feel that it was fated. It was fated. This person needed to be stopped, because they might have done the mixed signals, push and pull, cold shoulder, smoke and mirrors, love triangles to many people. So I kind of feel here with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse that it's kind of if the universe have sent you in, or this person might have chose you because your energy also, they might not have thought that you would distance yourself, but maybe they were attracted by your energy because also you are more challenging. Why you are more challenging? Because you will put a stop to it, right? I kind of feel this Wheel of Fortune here. It's like, I don't know in what you believe. This is why, but let's go with the way that I feel it, okay? I feel like an ancestor, someone there have said, you know what, I'm done with this behavior. I will send you someone that you won't be able to play like this. I will teach you a lesson. And if you don't want to learn the lesson, I will force you into the lesson. And so, with this Wheel of Fortune and this Tower, it's like, you don't want to understand what's going on here? I will create tower after tower after tower after tower until you awaken and you stop. You stop doing what? And it might be that this person has reacted quickly, and it might be that they didn't. We have the smoke and mirrors here in the 7th position. So it might also be that they fed themselves of illusions, because they are pull and push. They might have thought, and acting from ego, they might have thought that this is what you did, playing a game. When you are not playing games, who has energy for these games? Yes, somebody stuck in their ego. Yes, the ego is in a constant battle of power, control. But you are not. So they might have tricked themselves, lied to themselves. Maybe going into another relationship for the time being, maybe thinking that you would be jealous and that you would fight, but you didn't. You didn't, because you don't function from this unhealthy place. But I kind of feel that it was fated here with this Tower and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's like the universe is saying, I'm tired of your bullshit. I will send you someone with who you need to behave, well behave. And if you don't, you will see what will happen to you. Yeah, they are stuck here. They cannot even explain to themselves what's going on. So, if you are listening to me here, go and get help. Get help. So, let's see what else should we know here. Yeah, they are desperate now. They are desperate now. They might be confronting now their wounds, their emotional wounds that they were trying to avoid by feeding themselves of illusion and delusion and jumping from one story to the other. Now they are at this place where, I said, this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it means that if this person took the time to realize and stop and do the right things, meaning healing, whatever it may be, then their whole life might go to shambles, right? Because there is a karmic lesson here that they have to learn. They have to learn. And I kind of feel that it might be the case because we have this Scorpio here, we have this 8th house in reverse, so like it's the death, we don't have the rebirth. We have the Tower here. Cannot defend themselves anymore. A 5. The 5, it is the card of the crisis in the tarot. And we have 3, 5 here. This is 5, this is 5, this is 5. 6. Unable to go to calmer waters. This is going to calmer waters. It's leaving the betrayal behind and going to calmer waters. It's in reverse. They cannot. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and we have the Tower in reverse. This person is in a very dark place, but they created it to themselves. And because they didn't want to learn the lessons, they didn't want to heal, to do the right things, they were just avoiding all the time. They got to, first of all, bad karma, creating a tower in their life, a full destruction. And they are in this 5 of Cups energy. It is touching now the wound that they wanted to avoid. And it might be very, very painful because in the meantime they have fed themselves of illusions. Let's see, what else should we know here? Queen of Wands in reverse. This is somebody dark, this is somebody jealous, envious, using their sensuality in order to get whatever they want. Very selfish. Yeah, it's not a good energy. A lot of jealousy. I truly I see this card as jealousy. Tell me more here, please. King of Cups. In the upright. Let's see. Why did this King of Cups come here? King of Cups, Temperance, Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think that what's going on here, it is that this person was acting from a low vibration, okay? We are with the Wands. It can be somebody very schmexual. As I said, they might have used their charm to get through anything. We are talking here about someone envious, jealous, all those kind of things, right? And then they realize that the person that left them carries the energy of the King of Cups. Somebody loving, caring, patient, understanding, emotionally mature, coming from a very pure place. Their heart space is open and at the right place. They might have nourished an inner dialogue. Because let's be honest about something, okay? When someone is avoidant, they are also avoidant of their own inner dialogue, right? And So they won't say to themselves, okay, I'm here in a happy relationship, it's starting to be comfortable, so my childhood wound or my wounds of the past is coming back. I feel that I need to take distance because I'm afraid. No, this is not what they are saying, right? They are creating a narrative out of their wound. And here, they might be creating a narrative saying that you are this and that and that and that. This is what they are saying. Like, they are justifying the fact that they are taking distance, that they feel the need to take distance, maybe even ghost, because avoidant very often they ghost, they just disappear out of your life. After a beautiful weekend, a beautiful holiday, a beautiful moment together, when everything is going great, this is why it's also so disturbing, because you are wondering, like, was I the only one thinking that everything was great? And no, in fact, you were not. It was too great for this person to be able to handle it emotionally because of their fear. But then they find all kind of excuses, like stupid excuses. But this is the narrative that they will build. And so if they are surrounded by people that say no matter what, maybe they said, yeah, this person is attractive. If I were you, I would pay attention because, you know how women are, you know how men are, you know how, understood? And so they take it immediately. And so they become suspicious and they are building a narrative in which it justifies for them to ghost, to push and pull, to have those mixed signals, to do whatever, right? Because they are not in the reality. They create smoke and mirrors towards themselves to avoid not only their wound, but they are also avoiding to confront the wounds, right? And so here, the issue is that they realized that they were dealing here with someone that was truly well-intentioned, loving, caring, honest, patient, someone that understood them, that could truly bring balance into their life. Of course, you are carrying the energy of the King of Cups. Doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. Doesn't matter. But of course, that if you were there in order to help them go through this karmic lesson that they need to go through, you are emotionally balanced. You are also very intuitive, so you can see a situation for what it is and step back. Maybe until now, they might have dealt with Pages of Cups, maybe Queen of Wands in reverse, maybe Page of Pentacles. Understood? The king, in order to survive those kind of relationships and truly be able to step out, you need to be at least a Queen of Cups. Someone healed, balanced, with emotional intelligence, with wisdom, someone that won't attack back, that won't play their game. You understand? This is what is needed. And so you took distance because they exhausted you. You tried to put boundaries, try to explain yourself. No, they exhausted. They destroyed all the boundaries. They did whatever they wanted. They exhausted their options. Thank you. This was very, very clear. I love it when it's so clear. When I'm asking a question and I'm getting clear answers. Okay, let's see. What else should the collective be aware of? The moon. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. You are very intuitive, right? And you knew that there were a lot of things that were not clear. It was not clear. And they didn't want to give answers. So you knew that there was a lot of things here that were maybe intentionally trying to keep you in the dark, confuse you, feed you of illusions. And you realize here that you are dealing with someone who is, how can I say that? The word that's come to me is superficial. Like they want superficial relationships. They want superficial relationships. They crave a deep relationship, I think. But at the same time, the only thing that what they truly want is emotional comfort, and it's all about it's superficial, it's shallow. There is no deepness, there is no involvement, there is none. They might also be a little bit opportunistic, even in relationships. What do I get from that? And when we are talking about superficial, you know, it might be someone that only want to know that they can charm someone and it's enough for them. Or, you know, to have someone in their bed and then it's enough for them. Page of Pentacles in reverse, it is someone very selfish and disrespectful. It's very me. I'm taking advantage of whatever I can take advantage of. This is kind of the energy. What else should we know here? Yeah, they were hiding a lot of things. They were hiding a lot of things, thinking that it would somehow you would paint it in a light, in a positive light, right? Because you are someone positive, because you are who you are, you would project on whatever you don't know amazing things. When in fact, no, because you have the maturity of the King of Cups, the emotional maturity. So no, you won't just project illusions and delusions on what is not clear. It's not clear, it is not clear. And I see that it's not clear. And it's enough for me to know that if someone is as unclear, they are hiding something. They are truly hiding something. Let's see here with the moon what we are getting. The moon, the Chariot. Yeah, whatever they are hiding, it's in order to maintain some kind of control. It's in order to maintain some kind of control. It's like, I don't owe you any explanations. I do whatever I want. Either you adapt yourself or the door is here. You took the door. You said, I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Goodbye. This is somebody very arrogant. My way or the highway. I decide of whatever is happening here. But they are presenting it as if it comes from a place I know what I'm doing. When in fact it's not the case. They are trying to maintain control simply because they are afraid of vulnerability. They are afraid that you would see what they are not proud of. This is the reason why. It doesn't come from a place, you can trust me, I know what I'm doing. It doesn't. It is coming from a very ugly place. It is in order to maintain control and being able to continue to act in the dark in very ugly ways. They might be dealing with some kind of addiction, you know. Because the hermit in reverse, it is someone who spends a lot of time, you know, maybe hidden. But what are they hiding? They might be hiding a schmexual addiction, a corn addiction, for example. Or maybe it's a full-blown adult and they spend their time on video games. Might be too. Something. There is something here I feel that they do that they are not proud of. That they are trying to hide. Something. They might also be in the closet, in fact. Right? Can also be. I don't know. We have a lot of situations here, so not every situation is the same. But it's obviously someone who is hiding a whole part of themselves. And for me, who has a kind of understanding of psychology, the reason why they need this escape, it is related to this avoidance that they have, this emotional avoidance that they have. It's like the concretization of this avoidance is in something that they have to avoid, to hide, for others to see, right? Okay. Let's conclude, because I think that we have a clear idea here of what's going on. What should the collective be aware of? Okay, they are in a mental prison. They are gossiping a lot. Do you care to know that? Do you care to know that? Yeah, because they are afraid of the judgment of other people regarding the truth about them. Right? They don't give you answers because they want you to be in the dark. What they don't understand, it is that the only fact that you don't have answers, it's enough for you to be uninterested, right? But they somehow hope that if they don't give an explanation, then people won't know the truth. Because we have people here, we have toxic people here. We have gossip. And they are afraid of the judgment of people. As said, we are talking about someone very superficial here. Their ego is everything, right? Knight of Cups. Somebody might want to come towards you here. Chariot, yeah. There was the Justice card in reverse that was hiding behind. When I said someone is coming towards you, the Chariot came out. I kind of feel that someone here who is aware of the situation, they want to come towards you. Let's see. Let's see this Justice in reverse. I shouldn't have taken the Justice in reverse? Okay. Respect. Respect. Okay. So, somebody is coming towards you here, obviously. If you kind of feel that you don't really know what's going on with this situation, this person might bring you some kind of information. Anyway, I will check regarding this Knight of Cups, if you allow me. Knight of Cups. What is the Knight of Cups here? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. The Hierophant I prefer. Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, we are talking here about people that were gossiping, that were part of this whole story here, right? Somebody wants to bring some kind of alignment, some kind of justice. Someone is feeling very guilty because they participated here somehow in this situation, and they want to do the right thing. With the Hierophant, we are talking here about integrity, morality, fairness. It's someone of authority and someone who speaks honesty and truth. Sometimes it might also be a police officer, it might be the law, it might be a father, it might be a teacher, it might be a boss. It is someone of authority here, but someone well-intentioned, like someone for who it's important. Values are important, and I kind of feel with this Three of Cups here, they have kind of been in the circle here. They are aware of a situation. The gossip that we saw before is coming back. Here the Three of Cups in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse. So it means that this person is related, right? But they know that you have been judged very wrong, and they are coming in here to tell you some kind of truth. They are coming in to tell you some kind of truth, and some kind of truth that apparently will give you some kind of control over a situation. Maybe what's going on the internet. What is going on the internet? Listen, if you are stalked, hacked, all of those things, and this is why you might be very defensive, this person will give you the information that you need in order to feel safe again. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, exactly. Okay, now I understand all this reading, why we needed to have it. Okay, so the situation, I described to you the situation. Understand that this person is going through a very hard time right now, because they might be going through a dark night of the soul. I truly feel that you have been in their life. You know, we say we don't meet people by accident. So I feel that very often when the collective is already in a higher stage of alignment with themselves. They already did the healing, you know, all those things. They are not beginners. They are already into it, right? They are healers for others. They are teachers for others. They regain their okay, this is the right way to say it. They regain their identity, right? Because healing takes time, and there are layers and all of this. So, but when you regain your identity, you regain your strength and your power. You know exactly who you are. I very often feel that then, when you are in people's lives, the role is often to be a teacher, to be someone that lights a candle, that creates an aha moment, just by being you, by not doing anything, just being you, being authentic, saying whatever. You might have said things to people and you wouldn't even think that they remember, but they remember because it was supposed to create something, right? And I kind of feel that this is the situation here, right? But the downfall of the situation here, from what I can understand, it is that yes, it blocked you in your life, and the reason why it blocked you in your life, it is because we see that there are a lot of people involved, a lot of gossip, a lot of toxicity, a lot of toxic people that might have believed some kind of lies about you. You know, smoke and mirrors, somebody, you know, who has a supportive circle here and creates smoke and mirrors. We have the love triangle here, we have the card of jealousy. So I kind of feel, you know, that you might be still dealing with the stalking, or all those kind of things here. And I kind of feel that we have here someone who will help you gain some kind of way to have control over this situation, right? They are bringing you here some kind of information that will help you with this situation online. This is why they are coming in, because they want to help you feel secure again. So I will leave it here. I hope that it was interesting to you. I would love to read you in the comments. If you were new here, I hope that you stayed until the end because you felt welcome in my space and you found it interesting. If it's the case, I remind you that you have the option to subscribe to the channel, so you will know next time that a video comes up if it reflected on you in a way or another. So I know. I would love to read you all in the comments, of course. Wishing you all a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching me. Until very, very soon. Bye.